Our panellist, Professor Phelps, was one of them, as I mentioned at the start of the program. You might have noticed that she's been a bit missing from our TV screens recently, and that's because she and her wife, Jackie, suffered adverse reactions to the Pfizer vaccine. And Kerryn's now joined by Jackie in her Sydney clinic. I really welcome both of you to the program this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kerryn, tell us what happened when you received the vaccination.
A week after I had the vaccine, having never had any problems with my heart or my blood pressure ever, my blood pressure went extremely high. My pulse rate went extremely high. I woke in the night with my heart pounding, being able to hear my pulse in my ears, something called pulsatile tinnitus. I lost some hearing in my left ear. I went through a period of time where just walking across a room, my pulse rate would go up enormously. And that affected me terribly, and I became very breathless. I had a whole lot of investigations, and nobody could really tell me what it was until I had testing for dysautonomia, which is a problem of the nervous system and the way it interacts with the heart and the vascular system. And that is one of the recognised side effects of Pfizer.
Jackie, let me ask you, what did you suffer as a side effect?
What didn't I suffer? I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I've had anaphylaxis to foods before, and I was really worried about an anaphylaxis. So we went along to the hospital where they had medical help if I had an anaphylaxis, and they gave me the needle. Within 5 minutes, my head nearly blew off my body. My face went bright red. My vision was impaired. I couldn't hear. My feet went numb. My hands went numb. I had paresthesia all over my body. And from that minute, my hair started falling out. I could hardly walk. For the next 3 years, it's 3 years on the 15th of May this year since I had that Pfizer shot. It has ruined my life. It has made me hide away from people because my specialists have said if I catch COVID, that'll be the end of me. So I can't have any more vaccines, and I wouldn't go near them with a 10-foot barge pole. It is neurological, rheumatological. It's caused ongoing problems for me, and I've had to have a chairlift put into my house because I can't walk up and down stairs anymore.
Kerryn, medically, I mean, obviously both of you are isolating as much as you can. Medically, is there anything to learn from people who've had side effects that both of you are describing in detail?
There is so much to learn. There's an incredible lack of medical curiosity about investigating this. The TGA take the reports.
Yep.
Apparently there have been 144,000 adverse reaction reports, but that's a drop in the ocean compared to the number of actual adverse reactions that there are, because a lot of them aren't being reported because certainly in the early days they weren't being recognised. So there is so much that needs to happen to engage with people who have suffered vaccine injuries and for us to move forward.
And to provide compensation, because the compensation scheme is hopeless.
And then when the adverse reactions happen and people try to make a claim, and some people, their lives have been destroyed.
Yep. 3 years I have suffered, and they said, you don't fit our compensation scheme.
The criteria are extremely narrow, and it doesn't anywhere near cover the breadth of adverse reactions that people are suffering.